All right, hey, this is week 4 of the last game in this first sort of cycle here, and you can see we have the Amazon Witch King and Dwarf, and they're all tied at 5. The Wizard is slightly behind. So we're just looking to see how they can play that last week to get to score and get into the top two. So So I think the Amazon's play. There we go. So the Amazon's play is she's going to try to trade with the rogues. She's going to try to buy something cheap, and she's going to try to pop this merchant quest that she has, which is to buy and then sell. So then she's going to run up to get pop the locksmith. Then she's going to try to run up past here and get to the patrol, which she's friendly with, and she might be able to score 2 points there. And if she happens to get enough gold, she's going to score some. She might be able to then score maybe 2, 3, or maybe even 4 points that last week. That's her move. The wizard is trying to essentially grab this possessed spirit. That would be a point for him. Once he hops the possessed spirit, he's going to run all the way up and around to the altar. It's going to be a little shorter than it looks because he has the climbing perk. So 1, 2, 3, 4, because his first mountain clearing takes a single move. And 1, 2, 3. So he can potentially get there in 2 days. So if he could find this guy on day 1, now there's a giant here, but he's going to avoid it. If he can find this guy on day 1 of the week, he might be able to get here by the 3rd day of the week. Pop the altar, read runes, maybe get lucky and get cursed. 1, 2, 3. So that's a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Maybe he can get that all done. Now, that's, yeah, maybe. But even one spell is going to score him 2 points because no one has any learned spells today. So that'll get him and kick him up. And if he gets the spirit, even better. The Witch King would love to get Spider Slayer and get it popped. He's going to head to the cairn and take a look and see if he can't, see if he can't find something in the cairn to get him a treasure or 2. In addition, he might be able to pop a Wolf Tamer. I don't see him. And again, it's all a game of, for him, maintaining his lead in prowess. If he can score 1 or 2 more card points, that might help him out. The dwarf, a little rough. I don't love his cards right now. I think he's a little bit stuck. He's going to rush to get this possessed spirit. He can easily kill the giant. So what I'm thinking is the dwarf is going to try to maybe overtake the Witch King in prowess, maybe. Otherwise, he is, of everybody, sort of in the worst position, I feel. The guard are going to leave him at the end of the day, so he doesn't have that going for him. He could certainly kill some stuff, but he's not in a great position to do it. These are not good treasure sites for him. He has not found scrolls. He has not wounded 3 chits. So there's a lot of stuff he's not quite been able to get to come together. He's still doing well. He still has the gold. But I just don't see it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And that's it. We're going to see what happens, in fact, right now. So it is day 22. And we have moves written for everybody. And so let's pop the monster roll. First monster roll of the week. The last week here, it's a 5. We get spiders and imps. That's probably pretty good. For some reason, the wizard's chit is there and upside down. There's the guard chit. There's the dwarf, the Witch King, and the Amazon. So the wizard is first, and he is going to hide once search 3 times. If he blows it, the giants will block him. The dwarf is sort of hoping for the block. No block. So 3 searches. He needs a 1, 2, or 3 to get this done. That is a failure. That's a 1. That is also a failure, 2. This is his 3rd search. He gets the possessed spirit. There you go. But he finds the possessed spirit. So the wizard immediately scores a point, and he has a possessed spirit as a follower. If he is ever in a clearing where someone dies, he can pop that to get a follower. The spirit will possess the body, essentially. I suppose possessed spirit doesn't make any sense. Oh well. But the wizard gets that pop there. And that is going to put him into 5 points, tied for the lead with everyone else. So that is sort of cool. But that's the end of his day. And does anything appear at the end of his day? Well, it's Stink. And Stink's going to bring a spider right there. But he is hidden and nothing showing up. So, second is the dwarf. The dwarf is following his guy. And his guy is going 1, 2, 3, 4. He's literally running to get this done. That'll move the spider on him. And that is done. Witch King, move 3 times to the cairn. 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to search with Magic Sight. He already has found this. He has to sniff out treasures on a 3. And he doesn't. He gets nothing. But he does get a tremendous spider to appear. Done. Tremendous spider is not, could be a little dangerous. Probably not super dangerous, though. We'll see in a minute. The Amazon is hiding once. She failed. She's going to trade 3 times at the rogue. So she's looking for something she can buy. Scroll of Alchemy and the Potion of Energy. Ooh, I am not super excited about that. Potion of Energy she will roll on, but she is neutral with the rogues. So this is not a great... but that's okay. She'll try it. She'll try to get maybe... She has, 3 trade phases? Yeah, she has 3 trade phases written. Oh, come on. 5 is no deal. That's 1. 2 is in trouble. Oh, jeez. Oh, unfriendly. They block her. So that's her day. That stunk. Totally stunk. So she is done for the day. She was actually going to get a move out. She was going to start kicking it out of here. 1, 2. But she doesn't. She is stuck for the day. Does anyone show up here? Large campfire, small campfire. No one shows up. Done. I think we are done. So we have a couple combats to worry about. And let's do the Amazon, though, first. She has to roll not trouble, which she does. So she is fine at the rogues. Let's battle our last fight with our men here. They either do nothing or a lot of stuff. We can never guarantee a hit on this guy. Never guarantee a hit. Never, never, never. So the question is, You never guarantee a hit, but you never, you're only going to get hit when you line up. I think we're okay because he's a T6. So we're going to do the deploy game here. So everybody's going to go on this guy's sheet, and number 2 is going to be the guinea pig there, the fighty guinea pig. We are going to ready our weapon with an H6, and we're going to fight there. We're going to put that here, and we are done. So we got everybody trying to hit this spider. The spider moves on a 3, so he goes there. Does he flip over or not? He does not. So, first thing is first. We're going to do this guy, number 2 here. He goes to the middle, and does he flip? He does not flip. The HQ. Oh, I don't love that, but so he goes there. He goes there. So that's literally what happens. Does the HQ flip? Yep. Does this guy flip? Yes. So what happens? He lines up with him. Actually, we're first. This is round 1. So we're going to kill this guy with both these guys are actually going to gut him, but he's first. So he actually gets the kill. That's 3 prowess for the dwarf. And the guard leaves him pretty much at the end of that fight. They're like, you know what? We did what we're supposed to do. We helped you. And I think we leave him in that clearing, which is always goofy. I always thought that was a weird. And then they might regenerate, obviously, at some point back in their place. So they're there, and that's that. So, okay. So that's the end of the day, I think. Right? Oh, we got one more. We got this fight. So, fascinating fight. We get 2 chances to hit him. Well, one chance sucks. One chance is that. Tell you what I'm going to do, very simply, is I am going to cast Drain Life on him right there. That's round 1. I'm going to cast Drain Life. And round 1, this attack is faster than him, and it is way longer than him. And that's going to kill him. It's the tremendous killer, and it's how we're going to roll. And now we're going to get back 1, 2, 3, 4 chits as per the Drain Life, and we're going to score 6 fame and 6 notoriety. Well, 6, which doesn't help us much any more than anything else, but it does keep us ahead of folks a little bit. And we have Spider Slayer, and we can pull I think we can pull a dude. Spider Slayer, choose a visitor and place it at a dwelling of your choice. So I can pull a visitor. I don't know what visitors I like. I don't like any of them particularly. We'll pick the crone. A dwelling of my choice would be the. I suppose a large campfire, and we can get spider innards. We have innards. We have essentially spider guts to give her, and she'll make a potion. Spider guts to any visitor to get poison potion extra asterisk a sharpness star on a weapon. That doesn't help us much, so I'm not super worried about. What I am worried about is the victory point for Spider Slayer, and that's going to kick us right there. So that's going to score us to 4 and give us our 6th point, actually, total. So I think we are done. So let's take a quick look. She got blocked. The wizard scored his 5th card. The Witch King scored a card. The dwarf has 3 more prowess. So let's take a quick look then at the standings. And so even the first day we had a couple scores. And it's 6 to 5 to 5 to 5. And Witch King gets Explore the Crags, which is not going to happen, pal. No way, no how. So okay, so it's the next day here. Man, that puts her a day behind. That may ruin the plan, but we're gonna try one more day. Hide, trade, XM, XM. We're gonna do all the moves. See if we can't just get a thing, and then oh man. I think she'll sell these two, get 31 bucks, try to take the gold lead, and then try to trade up and see what happens. So I think that's her plan, at least. So the wizard has the possessed spirit. And so now it really just comes down to he could either try to find the lost city and score there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't trust him. Bones. What are bones? Yeah, bones are going to draw the ogre. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3 into Linden Woods. So move, Linden Woods. Then he's going to rest, pretty much, is what he's going to do. Might as well get back one of these, if not both of them, at some point. So he'll move up there. He'll take a little bit of a safe move. Might as well search that cairn. Let's do it 4 times. I wasn't actually expecting to sit there all day, but let's do it once. See if we can't draw that top treasure and get something interesting out of it. So now our dwarf, all alone in the world, is looking for something to do, and he's sort of stuck out here in crappy territory. He's going to move twice and hide twice, effectively. Because now he can't take more than 2 moves. So he's going to move to the small camp, and then he's going to hide twice. Maybe there's someone there to kill. Who the hell knows? I doubt it. Goblin Bounty is not going to help him. Ancient Scrolls, he might work his way around too to see if he can't get 1 or 2 a last hurrah. Oh wait, he's got to kill the giant. I mean, that's easy. So hold on. So that changes his move there. He's going to hide, frankly, hide, and then move. And then actually, to be honest, I think he's going to. I think he executes 1 trade phase here, then hides and moves. So that's his move, and I think everybody has a day now. All right. Let's make a monster roll. It's a 5 again. And who goes first? The Witch King, the Dwarf. That dude is done. And then the Wizard. So the Witch King is going to search 3 times or 4 times. He just searches 4 times. He's got Meld into Miss. He's going to try to sniff out some treasure, I think. 1. Nope, that's a fail. Come on. 2. Nope, that's a failure. 3. Come on. 5. He discovers chits, but that's not useful. 5. Nothing. And I don't think anything appears either because we're on. What are we on? 5. So spiders and imps again. But he's dead. So yeah, we got nothing left. The dwarf. He's going to trade with his buds. I don't think they return, right? I think once they stop being unhired, they stay exactly where they are. Hirelings. Reverting to unhired is 115. When a native stops being hired, he reverts to unhired. He's hidden, he becomes unhidden. He remains where he is until hired again. The group's leader trades. Done. Okay, so he's there. So he's going to trade. He's going to execute a trade phase with the guard. And he doesn't have anything, he's not looking for any specific magic or whatever. He is simply looking, and he's going to sell the Timeless Jewel, the Vial of Healing, for 36 gold to the guard. And he is done. You don't even have to roll because there's no whatchamacall there. So flip them both. He gets plus 36 gold. That gives him 49 gold. So he is hoping to keep those 2 points to himself. And then once he does the trade fade, he hides twice. He does, and he wanders into giant territory. And he is done. The wizard gets out of dodge. 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3, sorry. And the wizard getting out of dodge. I don't think anything appears there because we didn't roll a 3. We rolled a 5. Wizard rests a chit. He will rest. I think he's going to rest the Fiery Blast chit because that is more generally useful to him. And the wizard is done. The Amazon is going to try this again. She's going to hide once. Succeed? Yes, she does. So she succeeds. So that's good. Now she's going to try to trade on the neutral table with the boys here. And she is just trying to buy a thing, right? Not the scroll. She's trying to buy the potion of energy for $5. 3. Price times 4. So for $20, she can get this. She has $6. So that would be $10. She needs 20. She wants the extra move. She's going to sell. She's going to trade. Is she looking for fighting? No, she is not looking for fighting. So she needs $20. She has 6. She needs 14 more bucks. She needs 10 more bucks. Bam and bam. There's $10. So there's 14. This is the rogues. That's $14 plus her 6. She spends 20 to buy the potion of energy from the rogues, but she keeps the vest. Strangely enough, so she bought. So as a merchant, bought a potion of energy at 20. So here's the thing about that card. If she, when she sells this guy, she's gonna get 40 back. That's how it's gonna work. That's gonna get her a victory point. If she can sell that guy before the end of the game to someone else, she has to go to another dwelling and sell it. And if she can do so, she's gonna get $40 for it and potentially maybe swipe the gold. But we'll see in a bit. So that are all of her trade phases, and now she's going to execute 2 move phases to there. And Dank is going to bring a darn heavy spider, which sucks a little bit because that is a little rough for her. And she sold her helmet and her shield, which, I mean, maybe not the cleverest thing, but we'll see how that goes in a second. Can she even beat this bad guy, or did she just seal her fate with that? So this is a heavy creature. She has a light, medium, as long as she can overstrength it. She's got a fine weapon there. And it can't undercut her as long as she plays an M move 4. So as long as she's down here, she's good. If this guy doesn't flip, he doesn't hit her. If he flips, he doesn't necessarily hit her. She does not necessarily. If he flips, she can try to play the faster chit and kill the thing, this M3. I think she'll slow play it for the first round and then see what she needs to do here in later rounds. If they smash the vest, she's like, well, I'll get $23. So let's see where this guy ends up in any case. 6. So he drops down to there. And the question is, does he flip? He does. So let's take a look at this attack. We are the longer attack. We have a 3. It does medium star damage. The spider is heavy. Spider is dead. We get 3 and 3 for this. 3 and 3 for the spider. That's not really an amazing amount, but it doesn't kill us. We aren't stopped. We don't have to run, like anything like that. We are good to go. So quick fight and a quick win for the Amazon. She's not a spider slayer or anything, so that doesn't actually count toward anything. And she is done. And we're done with the day, right? I believe so. Oh, we have the dwarf. No, we're not done with the day. We got a dwarf fighting a giant. We are hidden. The giant is not on our sheet. I believe this should be an auto kill for our guy, the dwarf. Not on our sheet at all. So we're going to ready our weapon here, and we flip it. And then we can play pretty much anything. And we're going to do H star. We're going to do tremendous damage. Let's see where our giant friend ends up on our board. And his club. But again, he's not with us. So, bam, everything goes up. Does the club flip? It does. That's some badass damage right there. But we're hidden. We get the first shot, and our weapon is ready to defort. So we're going to kill this guy. We're going to get 8 prowess, and we are done with that fight. Let's give the 8 prowess to... So that's the end of day 23. And let's check the prowess out real quick. I'm sort of curious. 34 to 25. Okay. I don't think that changes anything. I don't think that changes anything in terms of... the plan, right? Okay, so let's do the Amazon's move. She's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's gonna bolt right up to high pass 2, right? That's all. So she's gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then extra move into high pass 4. She is booking it to the locksmith, knowing that she's only gonna have a couple days. There's 1, 2, so she can get there. She might be able to pull all that off. Hopefully she finds the locksmith early. The wizard's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then he's going to have to hide. So the wizard moves and then moves and then hides. And we know where he's going. He is going to 6. So he's going to cliff 6. So I think the altar has his... spells, 2s and 3s. Now the problem is, I don't think there's any possible way for him to pop Curse Breaker out of there. So, I mean, he'll get there on day 26. Maybe he gets lucky and reads runes. And then can he make it in 2 days? Can he go from here? So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Well, we'll see. If he can get up there, do a day, get a spell, and get cursed all in 1 day, he can probably run back on day 28 and break the curse. And that'll give him He's really looking for the 2 points for the spells, but he could get the extra point for Curse Breaker, actually. Or I don't think he can stop at the shrine. I think the shrine's a type 1 and 5. He can't learn either of those. So I think he's stuck going all the way through. So we'll have him do that. He's gonna hide real quick there. I am not a fan of the Witch King's cards right now. Let's search 4 times, one last time. Hopefully we can get something going. And I'm not a big fan of the dwarf either at the moment, to where he is. Goblin bounty. He can't. Can he even get to? He can't even get. That's then plus that space is a death, a death march. The dwarf might be stuck at 5 points. Prowess. Can the dwarf kill anything? So I think the dwarf's going to take his 2 moves. 2 hides, I suppose. Really? So 2 moves, move, and then he's going to miss twice, actually. There you go. And his move's going to be up to the Maple Woods 4. He's going to move to Maple Woods 4. I think everybody has a day 24. Am I mistaken? I am not mistaken. So we are on day 24. Let's make a monster roll. It's a 2, so serpents and demons do appear. That could be dicey. Wizard is first, dwarf is next, Witch King, and then the Amazon. The wizard is moving right up in there. Oops. Wizard's moving right up in there, right? He's going 1, 2, 3, and then he hides. Let's hope he hides. He does hide. All the demons appear. And right there, that's going to put a huge crimp. And Slither would appear, but I think everybody's not around. So that puts a huge crimp in the wizard's plan. Because that ain't good. Okay. Well, I mean, here we are. The Witch King is going to roll on the magic sight table, and he's going to do it. 3. Sniff out treasures. That's awesome. Does he have to fatigue each search too? Is that sort of how that rolls? Because if so, he would have fatigued 8 chits or 7 chits. I don't know how that feels. It almost seems weirdly non-magical if he does that. Let's look up magic sight real quick. 106. I could have screwed that up and not made him 106. Not made him fatigue when he had to. He must still follow restrictions in the Cairn pool in the vault. He must fatigue when looting the pool or cairns. He only fatigues when he actually takes an item for the. That's great. Perfect. That. Okay. So there you go. Perfect. That absolutely makes sense. He's going to take the top one from the pile. Oh, it's the enchanted move. Return face up to the bottom of the pile. Follow the instructions in the setup chart. That is not cool. Oops. Now let's go to the Enchanted Meadow. Enchanted Meadow. Roll each search. Take all that crap. Roll for a curse or no effect. It is sort of useless. I mean, the Witch King, actually, the pony is useful. He does have to fatigue, which he'll fatigue that guy. And he is done. Well, he's not done, right? Because that was the first roll, the second roll. Two. Oh, no, it's still not good enough. Two is counters. If you have clearing contains a site that you've discovered or a pile of abandoned belongings, you take the topmost counter. Weapons, armor, or horse from the site or pile, but not cards. That's hilarious. Okay. Alrighty. One more roll. Hopefully we'll get a 3. No, and we don't. So he is done. I don't think anything appears. We are on serpents and demons. There's no serpents, there's no demons here. We're sort of done. Now it is the Amazon's turn. And the Amazon is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She runs up there. Nothing appears. Done. So the Amazon has to locate this guy. She's going to search 4 times. Hope to locate him. The wizard cannot run from the damn demon. He could cast sleep. That's going to be his get out of jail free card, I think. And so he's going to... We'll try to hide. We will move once. We will search twice. There you go. Done. The Witch King. One more time. Maybe he actually finds something this time. And the dwarf. Oh, wait. Did we do the dwarf? Yeah, the dwarf moves here and rests. So I must have skipped the poor guy. So there you go. My fault. I mean, I don't love that fight. That is not a good fight for the dwarf at all. Not even close. Can't guarantee a hit. Definitely can't guarantee a hit there. You can at least duck him, so he's not going to auto hit you. So if he doesn't auto hit us, whereas the other demon does, if he does not auto hit, then effectively what's going to happen is he only hits if he lines up. So it's either him lining up or us lining up. And so we will duke it out with lineups. Now, the problem is when he does line up, no matter what round it is, he's going to get power bit off. And that could be a little bit of a disaster. Oh, excuse me. Now let's look at Power of the Pit. Rust, all the armor counters suffer damage. Forget, Magic Scissor Fatigue. That's the one that won't matter. Blight, Wound, and Terror. That's not bad. Carried Away, Killed, Fiery Chasm, bad. They're all bad. So, man, I hate to say it. I don't think, I mean, we could luck out, right? You could totally luck out and get 8 points. But damned if I think that's not a bad risk. You are literally talking a 1 or a 2 and you're dead. A 3-year fine. A 5-year fine. A 4, you're sort of screwed. And a 6, frankly, you're fine. And you're getting 8 points out of that, which gives you 33. Oh, which puts you 1 down on. You are currently in 3rd place with the Amazon and the Wizard. The Wizard probably won't score again, is my guess. I don't know that for sure, but that's my absolute wild guess. The Amazon probably will score again. So I don't see a good move for the dwarf. And he sold the timeless jewel to sort of finish, to keep the gold lead, as it were. Which is great. I mean, that's not, not terrible. I'll tell you. You know what? I tell you what we're gonna do. We are gonna do it. And I'll tell you why. Just in case we get lucky and we do get, let's say, blight. Let's say we kill, because we'll kill him. We'll kill him first. Well, he'll hit us with blight first. But we're not going to need, we're going to have, I mean, it doesn't matter. We're going to line up so we can play this. And we'll keep playing our duck, of course. But he'll have hit us already. Perfect. So he lines up, he rolls blight. All of our chits are wounded. We immediately limp back in 2 days, get the small campfire. We will have then wounded 3 of our chits and returned to a dwelling. Done. And we can score a point. And maybe, but I don't know that we'll score another point, but we'll get at least to 6. And maybe if the other 2 are thwarted, we will we'll win that. So we're going to hide twice and then move to the shrine with the demon. So look, it's a dumb play. Every time I've got hit by Power of the Pit, the guy's been killed for somehow. So I don't think this is going to be any different, but let's see. So it is day 25, and we have a couple moves which are of interest. So let's see first what monster roll comes up. And I'm hoping it's not something like, fudge and bats. Okay. I was hoping it wasn't bats, because bats ruin the dwarf. They ruin that move. And man, that is super dangerous for also the wizard. Let's see what happens, right? Witch King is first. And there we go. So, the Witch King is first. Well, that's crappy for him too, a little bit. So he's going to search 4 times. Hoping to score a 3, really. That's a 1. Come on. That is 2. That is the wrong 2. This is the last one. Could he possibly? No, nothing. But ruins. Oh my god, he is single-handedly saving the dwarf. But ruins M, which is what this is, draws all the bats. Bam! On the Witch King. That's too bad for the Witch King, but he can dragon these guys up pretty good. The dwarf hides twice, and this is critical. He does. And then he marches in like a dumbass. We'll see what happens. Howl is bats. But not now because all the bats are done. The wizard hides. Super important. Oh, well. Moves in. That's bad. And then the Amazon is going to search 3 times. She has to locate. So 4 will do it. That's 1. Come on. 2. No. 3. Ugh. 4. We need this to go. Yes, she locates the locksmith. The locksmith gives her a VP and keys. So she scores her VP. The keys are sort of useless at this point in time. Keys. But she scores a point. And that is pretty much what she needed to do. So, we have a couple combats to deal with. I was hoping to not deal with this one, but we do got to deal with this one. He is on our sheet for certain. Nope. I tell you what I'm going to do. Our boy here is going to lure him. So our friend, our buddy, we are going to keep alive if we can. We are going to lure him. And problem is we need +1 levels. So it's unlikely, but we're going to cast Sleep. So he won't be able to be affected by this guy at all, and he'll get hit first, so be it. So what happens is this first round, well, does it? I think the Sleep invariably hits first. Because he will have to place an attack. I believe this Power of the Pit is still an attack, and it still has to hit. So our Sleep will hit before Power of the Pit actually gets to hit. And I think it knocks him out. Let's just roll for giggles, because every time I've done this, I've rolled a 2 or a 1. No, it would do nothing anyway. So we knock him out. So we played it safe. Better safe than sorry kind of thing. And we've knocked him out. The problem is that we're sort of out of those. We have nothing left. But that's it. That's the fight. The other fight of interest is, well, we'll do this one. 3 bats for the Witch King. And they are all on sheets, so they are not fooling around. We got 3 bats. What we're going to do is we're going to immediately energize Absorb, and we're going to become this guy. We're going to do that. And we're going to target that dude. The bats, fortunately, can now not hurt us. So it really is just a question of, can we hit the bats before combat ends? So first things first, this is round 1. 2 stays the same. 1 and 3 shift. It sucks a little bit, by the way. No flip. No flip. And the last guy, no flip. That's it. These guys all hit us. Every single one of them hits us with medium damage. We are tremendous. Nothing happens. We miss our target, and we are done. Second round. 3 stays the same. God damn it. And these 2 shift. So nothing's going to happen. This combat is going to end in a stalemate, effectively. And that's it. Combat's over. We got nothing. It sucks a little bit. I was sort of hoping to score some points there. But so be it. So I'm going to move out. I need 1, 2, I need 3 to get into the Nutwoods. So we're going to move 3 times. Move, move, move into the Nutwoods. I am then going to rest a chit. Or actually, I don't need to rest a chit yet. I'm going to spell X and spell. I get a free one, freebie, and a spell. So those are 4, and we are done. That's our next day. Oh, wait, I still have one more fight to do, by the way. So let me do the dwarf and see if the dwarf dies here. This is a terrible idea, by the way. I'm still going to do it because I think it's a little fun. He doesn't hit us automatically. He only hits us if he lines up. That's the joy of this. If he lines up, we will hit him after we take the power of the pit. If we take the blight, we're going to have wounded 3 chits, and that will score us a point. And I love it. And get 8 points. So let's see where this guy goes first. 1. 1 stays where he is. He doesn't flip. He is a winged demon. The power of the pit goes off first. I live for this. I will say there is no other game that is like this game. I've never found anything like it. I've played Runebound, Mage Knight, Return of the Heroes, Talisman. Sort of. What else have I played? I have played Descent, Gloomhaven, right? There's tons of fantasy adventure games I have played. None of them are like this game. This game has no flavor text in it whatsoever. Just tiny, maybe in some of the character descriptions, I'd have to even go look. But this game has no flavor text in it and generates the best situations ever. It is truly a marvel of sort of the game creating the narrative as opposed to having a narrative sort of thinly sloshed over it. In any case, the demon screeches at the dwarf as he charges. Power of the pit. 5. Forget. All the target's magic chits are fatigued. That does absolutely nothing to the dwarf. The dwarf kills the winged demon. Done. That's 8 more prowess for the dwarf. He is now at 33, just a point behind the Witch King. Now I'm a little disappointed because, man, if he could have wounded, that would have been ace. If he could have wounded himself, that would have been the way to go. That'd have been a huge score. He didn't. It didn't happen. And so we're just gonna live with what we got. So he is gone because he. So let's look at the end of the day here. So the Amazon scored. Let's save this. Let's put this up on screen. So the Amazon scored another card, her 4th. So that's going to get her to 6 points. And she has a lost pouch she's found. Oh, man. What the hell is lost pouch? Choose a random native group, put a marker on their space in the appearance chart. So that'll be before the day goes. She's going to roll this, the random native group, and hope it's someone she can actually reach. 6 is the wood folk. Well, guess what? That's probably not going to happen. So I'm going to put this, I'm going to flip this 3 chart and put it on the wood folk. So we have a pouch of theirs, and you can open it immediately to gain 3d6 gold or return it to them for a VP and they become friendly to you. Yeah, no, we're just going to open it. Done. We're going to roll 3d6. We're going to open the pouch. Maybe we can get some gold. 8, 7. You're not even. That was lame. Oh, she didn't actually spend 20, right? That's my fault. She spent 20. And she ditched 14 of it. So she spent 6. Nope, minus 6. Sorry, minus 6. So she got 7 of that back. So that sucks, because if she were rolled 18 or something, would have actually, if she could have gotten the positive, she would have scored a point, because that second place for gold, I think, is still up for grabs. I don't think anyone else has any money. No. It's literally the dwarf. It's the cat. So she did the lost pouch. She burns it. She's done. Let's figure out her move. Her move is 1. She needs 1, 2, 3 to get there. She has 2 extra moves. So she could hide 3 times and then go 1, 2, 3 to the patrol, which she is friendly with. Perfect. So she's going to hide 3 times and then move to the patrol. And she is done for the death for her with her move. The wizard, he's hiding. He's got to search, and he's got to just hope that all works out. His day 26 is written already. I don't even know what his day 26 is going to be. I think he hides once and searches 3 times and tries to find something in here, and maybe that works out. So that is it. It is day 26, quickly coming to the end here. We rolled a 4. It's giants and trolls, and so that's interesting also. Wizard is first, second, dwarf, witch king, and the Amazon. The hide roll is super important for the wizard. He does, so he is hidden. He searches 3 times. I don't think he knows where the altar is yet. He doesn't. Let's hope he finds it super quick, right? 5 ain't going to do it. That's 1 roll. 2. This is his 3rd roll of the day. He does find the altar, the last thing of the day. At least he found it, though. Now, the problem is, if he spends a day searching, he can't break the curse. But if he finds a spell, yeah, he only has a single day to get back. Let's say if he has 2 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. God dang it. There's no way to make it back. Even if he. So you could do the super ballsy move of, well, you got to hide anyway. So yeah, you're sort of stuck. That's fine. He's good. He did what he did. And he's doing, sort of done the best he can, really. We do have to see what shows up, I suppose, if anything. We got a roar in 6. So that's going to cause something to show up. Roar in the mountains is a giant. There we go. I think the dwarf might. I wish he had the timeless jewel, actually. If he had the timeless jewel still, he would go kill that bad boy. Oh, the dwarf gets an extra search phase, so we're going to utilize that too, by the way. And I forgot about it again because I'm a dumbass. Okay, so the dwarf hides. He does not hide. That sucks a bit. He searches 4 times, trying to locate the shrine. He gets a 2. I don't think that does it. So that's 1, 2. He locates the shrine. So dwarf, shrine. Bam. Very nice. The dwarf will loot the shrine. Shrine has 4 treasures on it. So that's his second roll. So he has 2 more rolls. Nope. No, nothing. Okay. And then the giant bops on him. So he just does have another fight, actually. The Witch King might regret moving, but he moved. Where the hell did he go? He moved into the woods there, so he moves 3 times. And flips this shit. So he is done. And he was hoping to get the damn wolves, actually. But they didn't show up. The Amazon books it here. She's going to hide. She does. And makes her way up into here. That is the end of 26. But we have a fight to deal with, and that's this giant. And the dwarf is not hidden, so it's not super ideal, but he can't alert his weapon. He's obviously going to play the duck in any case. The giant club is actually longer than his axe. Oops, excuse me for scratching my ear. My ear got super itchy there for a moment. So, so we're going to play that. We have battle bracelets, so remember, if our attack can go to any circle if the target's maneuver is more than 4, which it is. So let's see how this plays out. I think this is a kill for the dwarf. I think this is an easy... Did we lock these dice somehow? There we go. Oops, both dice, please. Oh, no, just one. Sorry. Okay, ready? 3. So 3 stays the same. And these 2 flip, and that, well, sucks a little bit. Does the Giant's Club flip? It does not. So what happens is he, longer weapon, shatters the helmet and wounds the dwarf. We're going to wound that shit. So the dwarf is wounded. But because of the battle bracelets, we're going to shift down here, and then we intercept, and we kill the giant. Done. I have never seen the battle bracelets actually be useful. Like in most situations. Not so useful. In this situation, they worked out real well. He's going to get another 8 prowess, and that is going to actually give him a lead over the Witch King, which is sort of funny. I think that's the end of the day. Let's take a quick look. Let's take a quick look at these standings. I think we actually end up like this. Oh, did I just play that whole flippin' day with the scoreboard on? Really is the question. And I think I did. I apologize for that. I'm gonna stick with it just because we, to get this moving here. I'm not gonna have to restart the day or whatever. I'll figure out what to do with that. So there's your score. That takes a little bit of the wind out of my sails. The dwarf, as you can see here, the dwarf picks up a point of prowess off the Witch King, and that shifts him into the lead, 6-6 to 5-5. I gotta watch that damn scoreboard. I did that before for like half an hour, and I had to restart the whole video or whatever and fix that. So the Amazon, to be totally honest with you, I think she's going to trade out. So the Amazon's going to do a trade phase. She's going to do a bunch of hide phases. And then I think she might be done, and she might just score what she's got. The wizard is hiding, searching 3 times, and hoping for the best. We're gonna rest. Hell, we're gonna rest. Spell X, spell. So that gets our another chit in play. So that gets, we got 2 black chits, which is fine. That's what we needed. And then if I'm to be honest, I think you know what? I think we're going to rest twice. We'll get the other chits in play. Not that we need them necessarily, but we will get them. And we're just going to sit on that. The dwarf found the shrine. But he didn't pull anything out of it, right? So he found the shrine. There's still 4 treasures in the shrine. I think the dwarf is going to try to pull treasure out of the shrine. So he's going to hide, search, and then extra search. And so he is done. And then we'll see. Maybe he pulls a great treasure. Maybe that's enough to score. If a monster appears, he'll jump on it, whatever. So yeah, close, getting close. Let me roll that because I saw that one coming. Let me close my eyes. Done. 4. Giants and trolls again. I don't think anything will pop this time though. I think we're sort of done with it. Knight, Witch King. I always call him the White Knight because this chit's the same color in this for whatever reason. So the Witch King is going to rest. He flips it, and then he rests twice for no reason other than to, whatever, have something to fatigue if he needs to fatigue it. But it's 4, and I'm just hoping to get that damn wolf tamer, and I didn't roll a 3, and he is done. The dwarf is going to hide once just to make sure he doesn't get jumped if he can. He fails, and now he's going to loot 4 times. 1, he gets the second treasure in the pile, which is actually, well, we're going to go 1. We're going to pull these off because no one's going to do them. It's the second treasure in the pile. No, I don't want 2. Ugh. I think that's the first one. And is that the second one? God, I don't even know. Oh, that sucks. I think that goes back. And I think we get the Imperial Tabard. That is sort of sweet. In that it's a great treasure. Ooh, the dwarf might be ripping this. Fourth, no, nothing. Sixth, nothing. Giants and Trolls pull a roar, but only in the caves. He's in the mountains. I think we are done. So the dwarf is done. But the dwarf is going to now split great treasures with the Amazon. The wizard is all about this hide roll, and if he gets it, he does. So he is hidden. So the wizard, I believe, is going to Wizard's going to read runes. Now, if it can't be hidden, he's effed. But I think he's going to read runes. So let's see what we got here. Let's go to the read runes table for our wizard. He wants a 1, 2, or 3. And I think he does roll what? 1 die. He rolled 1 die instead of 2. So this is as good as you can get. 4. He awakens the spell. So he gets to look at it. But unfortunately, it doesn't actually do it. Well, and actually I don't look at it. What I do is I roll it. That's my fault. So it's a type 3 spell. Because I have a bunch of variant spells, we roll. 20 we re-roll until we get 13. 13 is web. So even though it's not going to matter much, the altar type 3 is web. Type 2 is unknown. Done. Okay, so that's his first read rune. This is his second read rune. 1. Is that a success? That is a learn and awaken spell. The wizard has just learned a type 2 spell. That's pretty cool. What's he get? So he needs to roll this and re-roll anything. Fog cannot peer into the hex. So the type 2 spell is fog. And the wizard has learned that type 2 spell. So if we go to the wizard there and come down here, we type fog. It is a 2. It is a gray. Done. He has 1 more. He's going to loot. He's not going to... 4. He gets the last treasure in the pile. So 4th. Crypt of the Night. So the Crypt of the Night is here. He can't get in there. There's no possible way to get in there. So, okay, good. That's good. He did. The wizard actually had a pretty hardcore turn there. And now it is our Amazon's turn. The Amazon is going to execute a trade phase with the patrol. I mean, and she's going to sell. She's just going to sell. She's just going to sell the potion of energy. That's going to get her a guaranteed $20. For the merchant, she scores another card. She sells to the patrol. The patrol gets this wonderful, wonderful treasure. Done. And does anybody show up there? No. Is that the day? I don't think there's a fight to be had. I think we are done. So let's take a look. And I promise, I don't promise. I will try to turn the goddamn scoreboard off. I'm done here. So let's see what's what. First off, the Amazon scored her 5th card. Secondly, she has 27 gold, which I think puts her in a solid second place right now. That scores a point. If you're in second place, you get a point. That gives her a total of 8, and I'm pretty sure that's what she's going to finish the game. The Wizard, so let's go look at the Wizard. The Wizard didn't score any more cards, but he has the most spells, and that's going to score him 2 points. So he's going to pull to 7. Easy enough. Witch King didn't score. I think he did Jack, so he's still 5 where he is. The Dwarf, interestingly enough, where the hell's the Dwarf? The Dwarf pulled the Imperial Tabard. That's a great treasure. That's going to score him a point. He kicks to 7. And so, with our last day coming up, it's 8, 7, 7, 5. Easy enough. The Amazon's going to walk off the board and score her 8 points and be done. I don't think there's anything else she could do, really. I don't know. So, I mean, the Wizard could stay here and try to loot a treasure and hope it's something awesome, but there's literally 3 treasures in the pile. And you are then guaranteeing you're not. I tell you what, we're going to do it. I'll tell you why. Very simply, we can put our dude in the way. If the demon comes, we're gonna run out of the clearing and let the guy take him, and the guy will die for us, and we'll be done. I hate to say, but I think the Witch King's gonna try to. This is only going to put him in 3rd place. Still, unfortunately, I'm a little bummed how it went, but I do like the Witch King, by the way. We're going to move into the deep woods. Just going to move to the bats. Done. We'll see if we can kill the 3 bats. And I think the dwarf. I mean, there's probably not much more in there, right? What's left in the statue? Is there anything left in the statue? 3. We're gonna try to pull them. We're gonna try to pull one. Maybe we get lucky. Who the hell knows? And so for our final day, we're gonna get bats, which is sort of humorous because now all the bats come off the board. All the bats come off the board, and they're resurrected. So we'll see who goes when, and where, and how. The wizard is first. The wizard hides. He does, and he's going to search. He's going to search 3 times. Loot, I think. 3. He gets the 3rd treasure in the pile. So that's okay. Oh my god! You gotta be kidding me. Oh, okay. So we immediately roll a curse. That is the worst. I'm hoping it doesn't suck. Let's roll this. 3. Wither. No active effort asterisks. All chits with asterisks are fatigued, including color is fatigued. Every goddamn thing goes into the fatigue bucket. Fatigue, fatigue. Done. We are fatigued. Super fatigued. Just the Wither Curse, though, actually. There are worse ones the last day of the game. But now what we do is we reveal the curse. We exchange for treasures on the chart. So Remains of the Thief is this. And we actually will activate. I mean, that's instant. That's not. I mean, it really isn't, but Glowing Gem, one spell of a type we can't cast. So it's a little bit inconsequential the last day. It'd have been great if it was a great treasure. But we do get 20 gold. And so that puts us at 30. I don't know if that's enough to... Oh my god, it's enough to take the point away from the damn Amazon. That is... Oh my god, that is awesome. Okay, so he is done. Wizard is done. Does anything appear? Something does appear in Howl 4. So we do get a bat on the dwarf. And we are done. The dwarf is next. The dwarf does hide. He fails, and the bat is there on top of him. So we'll see how that goes. He could be killed the last day from a bat. The Witch King marches up on in there, and he pulls the double bat. The Amazon walks off. She is done. So her score is set in stone at 8. So let's find the bats here. So this is the most important one, I think. And this is a little dicey. This is not cool at all. The dwarf will be wounded every damn turn until he lands on that guy. Does he have anything to do? No. Nothing to do. I mean, he's going to play duck every time just for giggles in case this guy flips. So the dwarf's going to wound until dead, effectively, unless he can intercept. So it's a 1/3 chance. So let's roll it. 2. So 2 stays the same. He goes there. Does this guy flip or not? He does flip. That's good, actually. That's actually good in the sense that the bat doesn't hit him, right? M3, he dodges, and we're good. So that's round 1. Does it actually behoove 41 points to 34 points? He can get 9 points. So we're gonna. So this is round 2. We are going to. So we missed. We are going to make sure we fatigue, though. Where does the bat go? 6. He goes all the way to the bottom. He flips. That sucks. Okay. So the bat hits. He wounds us. We're going to wound that. We have to fatigue a chit. We're going to fatigue that guy because we're not going to play those. Done. It is now round 1 again, effectively. We're going to put him there. Where does the bat go? 2. 2 stays the same. He flips to there. Does he flip? Come on, flip. He does. No hits. Nothing happens. We're going to play this. 2. 2 stays the same. He goes down to that one. If we roll 2s and 6s all night, it's going to suck. He misses. We have to fatigue. We're going to fatigue a... Ugh, okay. Thinks a little bit. I'm going to fatigue that. Done. Okay. So we're at round 1 again in the fatigue chain. So we're going to play our H6. 6. Oh, God, you have got to be kidding me. He doesn't flip. This is round 2 in the fatigue chain. 6. Okay. Does he flip? He doesn't flip, but we have to fatigue. We are going to fatigue a move H5. And we're in round 1 of the fatigue chain. 5. I mean, it doesn't help us, but it sucks. He does not flip. This is the second round of the fatiguing. 4. Everyone stays in place. Does the bat flip? The bat does flip. He hits us first. He wounds us, and we fatigue. So we're going to wound that. No, we're going to wound this. We're going to fatigue this and pull that back. And now we've got our chits. But we have killed the bat. We get 3 points. So in the last day, we've scored to 44. That's him. The Witch King waltzes in. 2 bats. Both of them on his sheet. He immediately pops the dragon. We're going to aim at that bat. And let's roll to see where these bats go. And I hope 4. They all stay in the same place. So they both hit him. They do nothing. And he eats one of them. And he is done with that one. So now we put our target on him. Same chain here. We're in, and there you go. And the Witch King scores 9 points on the last day. Oops. 9 prowess. The Witch King has 43. The dwarf scored 44, so he kept that point fighting that bat. That was sort of awesome. Does anyone else have anything going on? No one else has anything going on. And it looks to me like that is day 28, and that is the last day. Let's check the scores real quick. So, the Amazon has 5 points in cards, 1 point in gold, but let's check that. The dwarf has 44, the wizard has 30 gold, the Amazon ended with 27. The Amazon loses her gold point, and that gold point goes to the wizard. So she ends with 7. The wizard actually ends with 8 points. Well, that's sort of cool. Because those are all very late day plays there. The Witch King has 4 points. He does keep 1 point of prowess, but does not catch another point of prowess, and he has no gold to speak of. So he keeps 5 points. The dwarf scored only 2 points of cards, but he scored 2 points of prowess because he kept that point, 2 points of gold, and he did have a great treasure. That's 7 points. So the final scores are 8-7-7. And gosh, I mean, I'll be totally honest. I didn't have any way of resolving ties. So, we're just gonna roll between the Amazon and the dwarf. We're gonna have to roll who wins. So we'll roll. Red is the Amazon and the white is the dwarf. The higher die goes to the next round. The dwarf goes. So the dwarf gets. So we're going to give the dwarf 0.1 points there. Dwarf comes in second, and it is literally the wizard and the dwarf. So all of my least favorite characters made it. In the first round. Oh my god. The wizard and the dwarf win. And that's it. That is the game. That was a great game. That was a great ending, with a lot of characters really in play up till the very, very end. And a lot of characters having to make moves at the very end. The dwarf, if the dwarf doesn't get the bat, he loses a point, and he's actually out of the game because he would have only scored 6, and the Amazon would have scored 7. If the Amazon sells one more treasure, jeez, did I screw her up by not selling the 7 league boots? If she sells the 7 league boots, she ends up with 32 gold. I should have sold the damn 7 league boots. If she sells the 7 league boots, she ends up with 32 gold, and she wins again because she would have kept she would got a gold point off of the wizard, and so it would have been her 8 to 7 to 7, and she would have got in, and the dwarf and the wizard would have had to roll off. That was a good game, and I don't love any of those characters, but I like the Amazon. I think she's great for the questing game because she moves so fast, and the Amazon with 7 league boots is awesome. I mean, and I like the Witch King, but his weird I can't carry anything, I think harms him really big time. And especially here where he found, almost he had found no magical treasures at all. But damned if these guys didn't have really the best 4-way battle so far that I have seen. No one died. They all played well. They all took we took risks for all of them at various times. I do think that giving the wizard that extra gold shit, and then putting the spell sleep in there, which I got from one of the fan-made expansions or whatever, is obviously a winner for him because it allows him to sort of avoid many fights. Not all, but many. I don't think the Witch King played bad. I think the Witch King played okay. I think he got sort of stymied at the end for sure, and then got stymied also because Wolf Tamer is rough, right? Wolves are only going to show up on one hex, one tile on a certain set of rolls, and there is a Plague of Wolves card in here, but you can see, there's a lot of cards in this deck. This is what we played through. Well, with the camera, and this is what's remaining. So you're talking, you play through a little less than, maybe you play a little more than a third of the deck typically on a 28 day game. So 4 players. So the chance that Plague of Wolves comes up is also rough. So, and I also think that the Witch King sort of suffers in the sense that he starts at the ghosts or the end. And I know they started people separated. Originally, everybody started at the end, by the way. I don't know if anybody remembers first edition or cares. You've all turned the video off way before this. But first edition, everybody just started at the end. And then they added starting different places. later on, I believe, because and it was super quick they added it because I think it was a bloodbath turn one. Essentially, the swordsman could kill almost any right. If they all start at the end, the swordsman kills any wizard. Turn one because he simply says, "Yep, I go first, and you're all dead, or one of you's dead." And so they sort of had to avoid the bloodbath, give all the magicians and so on different places to start for the most part. Um, thanks a lot. If you watched any of these, I appreciated it. Doesn't really matter. I'm doing this because I might as well. It's super fun for me playing these 4-player games. I got a few more coming up here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the winners and we're going to divide them into 2 groups of 4 randomly, and we're going to put them against each other for the next round, and then there'll be a final round, which will be the last 4. The winners of the winner and runner up of both of those will then go head to head in the last round of 4. So there you go. That's it. Thanks a lot. I will talk to you later. Bye bye.